All right, sports kids. Looks like it's just me and you. I'm going to open some mail before we get some up. Hopefully, I'm not lagging at all here this time or spinning. I got a package here from Card Hobbyist. I hadn't got one from him in a. I mean, I got this a while ago. I hadn't opened it yet. So as we wait for a few people to get back here, let's do it all over again. Going to open up some of the package from Card Hobbyist. Yeah, let's try it again. Thanks for jumping back in here, Tim. This is like, I don't know, like a month's worth of getting in his breaks and whatnot from Card Hobbyist. So I'll go through this package and then see if we have a few people back in here. Good, I'm not spinning now. I might not be spinning, but it, you know, it always sucks when you got to restart the stream, you know, because you lose a bunch of people, but that's okay. I said if we get some people back in here, we'll pick back up with the trivia. Otherwise, we'll just call it a day. George Buss. Good morning. So I got 3 bricks here from Card Hobbyist. Sanchez Relic. Oh, you weren't here for the beginning of the show. That would be if I might stick around and do some auctions after if we have enough people interested. They're just some of the cheaper cards that I'll put for auction up top there. Yeah, Void Ron, I'm back. Just opening up a package here from Card Hobbyist, and if we get some people back in here, we'll pick back up. I got 3 bricks from Card Hobbyist here. Again, I got this in like 2 weeks ago. I hadn't even opened it yet. Oh, this must have been one of his repacks. Nice Bregman there. So if you don't know, Card Hobbyist does repacks also along with his breaks. Really great value in there, and he puts like a hit in every one. For instance, this one is Abe Alvarez patch card. So if you haven't done so, you need to check out Card Hobbyist. Michael's Card Diction, thanks for coming back. Bradley Moore. Void's still lagging. Is everyone else? Is anybody else lagging or spinning here? I might have to dig out the old computer and hook back up the old PC. Card Hobby says he's good and no lag for sports kids. All right, good to hear. So maybe I'll just open one of these bricks here again. It's going to take me a little while to open all this stuff from Patrick, Avi. Oh, nice Carlos Correa, Santana rookie, Agon, Stanton, Almora, Bodie, Justin Turner, Betts, Goldie, Carlos, Carpenter, Wainwright. This was obviously one of the breaks that I got in on Card Hobbyist, and I had the Cardinals there. Casey Nation, good morning. Appreciate you jumping in here. I'm glad you weren't here to see the awful first stream where I had bad audio. I was spinning. Oh no. Canadian Card says he's spinning now. Ron Fake says I'm good. All right. So some people are spinning. Maybe it's on your end. Let me just finish up this brick right here and we'll get back to it. Pedroia, Kinsler, Josh James, big arm for Houston. I think he might have to step it up this year for the Astros. Altuve, as Card Hobbyist would say, bzz, bzz. All right. I'm not spinning. All right. Looks like we're getting some good feedback here. So we are, I guess we're good to go here. All right. 2 more bricks to open, Card Hobbyist. You sent me a ton. All right. So here, where were we? Where were we? Where did we leave off? Stealing second. I appreciate you jumping in here. Same with you, J-Mart 1063. The hobbyist. I think the hobbyist might have broken the stream, getting them audio, or attempting to get them audio questions. All right, so that's where we left off. We did our wrestling entrance music, guessed right by Mr. Bradley Moore, and that leads us to our second audio question of the day, which is going to be a television show. You'll guess the television show of the theme song that I play. Again, all these cards are going out. If you weren't here earlier, autos. We got here Brad Keller, Ponce de Leon, Jonathan Davis. We got some short out of the holiday, stuff like that. That's what goes out to the winners. You guys know by now. All right, so with that, we're going to play the audio of a theme song for this television show. You need to tell me what television show that this is from, and here we go. That's not it. Here, what a effed up morning. Here we go. What TV show is this song from? No correct answer yet. Still no correct answer. A very recent show. Pretty recent show. Oh, fairly recent. All right, in the 2000s. Who is that? Cardinal, or no, Joe Spice. Joe Spice, 1999. Looks like I'm sending a card to Canada. Mr. Joe Spice, 1999. All right, that's enough. Hey, if you guys didn't like that song, blame Mrs. Airtime. She's the one that picked that one out. But Joe Spice, 1999, evidently did watch himself some 6 feet under. It was in the 2000s, so to me, that's a modern show. I never watched it. I never watched it either, Carrie S. Carrie S., who is that in those track videos? Is that your son? That is very impressive, putting up a sub 6 minute time in the mile. All right, Joe Spice, 1999. Stay in my lane, stay in my lane. They calling my name, I'm killing the game. If you want it, you gotta go harder. Joe Spice, are you a Blue Jays fan? I could get this one. I know I'll send it. This was a Marcus Stroman serial numbered mini out of 250 out of Bowman Chrome. And get that one out to you. I know you're more of a bench warmers card guy, but you get that Stroman out to you. Yeah, hi again, Michael Mullins. Appreciate you coming. AC guy. Appreciate you jumping in here. Andy N. All right, so we got some guys back again earlier. Sorry about all the technical difficulties today. It's the coronavirus. What can I say? Bradley Moore, me too. Bradley Moore says he can do a sub 2 minute mile in his car. You sure, Joe Spice? You want me to give it away to someone else? All right, well, All right. Courtesy of Joe Spice. Everyone guess one number, please, between Spice, 1999. Everyone, please guess one number between 1 and 792. I have a card here from 1988 Topps. 1988 Topps. Closest without going over is our winner. Again, this is courtesy of Mr. Joe Spice, 1999, just because he knows he knows the theme song to 6 Feet Under. All right, let me give it just it's going to be free shipping in the auction, baseball card collector. Free shipping. Any orders of $15 or less, I will be putting in PWEs. Any more than that, I will be putting in bubble mailers. Rick Osborne, good morning. All right, I'm going to hit stop here. Everyone with their guesses in, closest without going over, is our winner. Darryl Miller of the Angels, high one here, 679, 679. Mellow out. I appreciate you jumping in here. Mellow out, 679. Who is our winner here? I have vintage. I have anything that can anything that's recorded. I might not go on for that long. We'll see how it is. We'll see how many people. But we'll give it a shot. There's no sports on, so I have nothing to do today. So Steele in second. Everyone says Steele. I'll get an auto or short print card out to you. Courtesy of Joe Spice, 1999. Dear man, good morning. Glad you made it. Waxman, good morning as well. All right, we got rid of the lag. We got our microphone fixed, and technical difficulties are hopefully behind us for our second half of our show. We have 5 questions left, so let's get started. And we're going to start off with a wrestling question. I got 2 wrestling questions coming up, 1 football question, and 2 baseball questions. Michael Mullins, yeah, I could hold cards for cash. That's not a problem. All right, question number 8. Question number 8, wrestling. WWE has confirmed that they have WrestleMania 36 contingency plans in place due to the coronavirus pandemic. They still haven't canceled it yet, believe it or not. As of this morning, they still have not canceled it yet, but they do have contingency plans in place. WWE issued a statement Friday that said, while we remain committed to hosting WrestleMania at Raymond James Stadium down there in Tampa on Sunday, April 5th, we are putting contingency plans in place in the event that it is canceled by government officials. No official alternate plans have been released, however. Speculation is it will be pushed back into the summer. What state was last year's WrestleMania held? What state was last year's WrestleMania held? April 7th, 2019. What state was last year's WrestleMania held? Got Georgia, Michigan, Indiana, Texas, New Jersey. Right ahead of Field Guy had New Jersey. Mason Sports Talk, New Jersey. That is correct. East Rutherford, New Jersey, April 7th, 2019. Mason Sports Talk, second time in the winner's circle here this morning. Idaho. Carrie S., did you really guess Idaho? Mason Sports Talk is from New Jersey, so perhaps Mason Sports Talk did attend WrestleMania this past year. I don't know. KC Nation says, what is WWE? Not a wrestling fan. Not a wrestling fan is KC Nation. Carrie S. with Idaho. Does Idaho even have an arena? Or my goodness. Right. I still to this day, I still refer to it as WWF oftentimes. Monster Jam. I went to a Monster Jam years ago. No, that was what was that? A tractor pull and monster truck show in Philadelphia. It was a good time. Loud though, really, really loud. Nick's calling card says a house show in Idaho. All right, football question here for number 9. No problem, Wento. I appreciate you jumping back in here, man. Appreciate it. The only thing you missed was a bunch of technical difficulties and a wrestling question. So onward we go with question number 9, football. Question number 9, football. Speaking of which, there were no potatoes in my local supermarket yesterday, along with anything, bananas, pineapples, grapes, freaking everything is out. Anyway, I digress. Question number 9, football. There's only a little more than a month until the NFL draft, according, obviously, pending coronavirus. A lot is known about how the first round will go with, or the first pick will go with LSU quarterback likely to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. However, how many Combine fans do we have in here? 2 weeks ago at the NFL Combine, it provided a great look at this year's offensive tackle class. Who is the 6'5", 320-pound tackle from Iowa who set Combine records in Indy with a 36.5-inch vertical among offensive linemen and hit 121 inches in the broad jump? Just crazy stuff this kid can do at that size. What lineman am I speaking of? Give you a hint. He is from, I don't need to give a hint, Mason Sports Talk and Baseball Card Collector and AWMS and Andy N and Sports Kids all had it. But our first one in was Mason Sports Talk, Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For a guy his size, you know he's going to go high in the draft. 6'5", 320 pounds with crazy athleticism. Tristan Wirfs, definitely a name to keep in mind. Mason Sports Talk, kicking ass and taking names this morning. Third time in the winner's circle for Mason Sports Talk.
We don't take risks, we keep working. Yeah, you can be just like me, though. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with some ego. Who want it? I pay dues on it. Ain't afraid to bet, I won't lose on it. Champion status, the baddest. Anything they throw with me, I'm a ravage.
Yeah, Mason's tearing it up. He's making you look bad, card hobbyist. Mason's having no trouble with the lag this morning. No trouble with the lag out of Mason. All right, I know most of the guys are in here and late. KC Nation had Wirfs too. KC Nation might have a bit of a lag problem. He says, Mason, you got it back to get SmackDown. It's a lot of people didn't follow us into the second stream, but that's all right. It's all good. Nice cozy little room here for question number 10. Baseball, as I said. What Hall of Famer is the only player to lead a league in triples, home runs, and RBIs in the same season? What Hall of Famer is the only player to lead a league in triples, home runs, and RBIs in the same season? I'm not big on college either, Michael Mullins, but I'm always interested in the Combine. COVID-19's scattering Patrick's brain. All right, Void, hopefully you got your lag taken care of. Again, which Hall of Famer is the only player to lead the league in triples, home runs, RBIs in the same season? We got Jones, Bonds, Brock, Schmidt, Aaron, Rose, Carew, Crawford, Chipper, Bonds, Henderson, Morgan. Oh, Aaron M.N. shattered his. Ooh. Well, I appreciate you jumping in here, even with that phone. Sandberg, Mays, Henderson, Jim Rice, the Shack Rat Show. The Shack Rat Show. Bradley Moore had Rice as well a little bit later. Jim Rice in 1978, 9 RBIs for the Red Sox in 1978. Shack Rat, good job. Morning, good job out of the Shack Rat Show. I don't know if you Googled that one. That's kind of a tough one to Google. The card hobbyist with a spinning emoji. Now he's back. Oh, jeez. Right. That was a tough one to Google because I don't even know how you would enter that one in. Yeah, see, Sports Kid said he tried Googling. He got Tim Raines showed up for him. Because that's like a lot of statistics to enter in at a Google. Dear man, he might have tried at it, but that was tough. Some of them might make very, very difficult to Google on purpose. All right, we got one more wrestling question here and then one more baseball question here. So as for our wrestling, question number 11. Last week, for anybody who watches wrestling currently, you don't have to go back too far. Boyd says not cool. Last week, Diamond Dallas Page took to Twitter and praised Jake the Snake Roberts for his AEW Dynamite debut in Denver. DDP tweeted out, "Who saw the one and only Jake the Snake DDT on AEW on TNT last night? Bro, you killed it. So proud of you." End quote. On a related note, another longtime wrestling legend tweeted on Jake's AEW debut and issued a warning to anyone using Jake's DDT for a finishing move. "Dear wrestlers, with Jake Roberts returning to AEW Dynamite last night, if you're working a match anywhere on the planet and use the DDT in any way, shape, or form as a false finish, you should get Shoot Mafia kicked in the face. Have a nice day." What longtime WWE entertainer wrote that on Twitter? What longtime WWE member wrote that on Twitter? Got Lance Archer, Scott Hall, Stone Cold, Mick Foley. I'll give you a hint. He was also in. We got Piper, Scott Hall, Cena, Mick. He was. Let me see. What's a good hint? Okay, here we go. We got Cena, Hogan, Foley. This guy liked to put people through tables. I think that one should give it away right there. We got Snuka, Mankind, Brian, Shack Rat. He would always say, "T-Bone, get the table." Rated R Sports Cards and Games. Bubba, right ahead of Nick's Quality Cards and Stuff. Michael Mullins, Patreon Pilot, Ron Fig, all had it. But Rated R Sports Cards and Games. Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray Dudley or Bully Ray would have been acceptable as well. Good job out of you, Rated R Sports Cards. I knew that hint would give it away. Rated R, first win, awesome. My email is listed below. Shoot me an email with the address, and I'll get a short print or an auto or serial numbered relic or something like that out to you. I appreciate it. Rated R Sports Cards. All right, that painfully brings us to our last question in the morning. And I say painfully because if you haven't been here through both streams, COVID-19 got the best of me this morning. All kinds of technical difficulties here. He usually has an answer, but he's always late. Mellow House has switched to live chat. All right, so our last question of the morning, we're going back to baseball, and then we'll do a guess the number to get everyone a chance here even if you have the lag. All right, so our final question of the morning. And again, if anyone's interested, anybody wants to hang around, we'll stay afterwards and do some cheap card auctions or even more expensive card auctions, whatever you guys want. There's no sports on, so I have nowhere to be. I'm under self-quarantine like a lot of you. So if you want to stick around, we'll do some card auctions. Otherwise, that's cool too. We'll get out of here. So you just let me know. Because I don't think anybody else is streaming right now. So we will play it by ear. All right, question number 12. Yes, it will be. Anything you see up there will be part of the cheap auctions if we do. If we do them. All right, question number 12, baseball. Baseball. In MLB history, 2 players share the record for most stolen bases in a season in which they hit 50 or more home runs. One is Willie Mays, who did so in 1955. Who is the other? In MLB history, 2 players share the record for most stolen bases in a season in which they hit 50 or more home runs. One is Willie Mays, who stole 24 in 1955, and the other is who? This is very similar to a question we had earlier. Canseco, Jones, Henderson, Canseco, Bonds, Anderson, Henderson, Canseco, Rodriguez, baseball card collector. There we go. Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, for the second time this morning. A-Rod is our answer. The great A-Rod. Jason Wento had it as well a little bit later. Alex Rodriguez in 2007 also had 24 stolen bases to go along with a 50-plus home run season. He had 54 home runs that season. Mason Sports Talk had it as well. But baseball card collector, first one in on that. And first win of the morning for BCC. Good job, BCC. All right, so with that, I'm going to get one more guess the number card out. I had one earlier thanks to a giveaway from Mr. Joe Spice. And give me a second. I'm going to throw another card into the envelope. Meanwhile, go ahead and put their guesses in. One guess in per. Dan always guesses Byron Buxton, no matter what. TV. No, I'll put Card Sharks on the back burner for a little while, Mr. Joe Spice. So I'm going to grab another card. Everyone put in one entry, please. Closest without going over is our winner. It will be a late 80s Topps card to a 1 to 792. One guess per entry, please.
Stay true to yourself, never sell out. Cause it's like the test, your homie, and the real ones can always spot out the phones. So be your best self, offer someone help, and make your impression felt. Cause the world needs G's like us, make this your mantra every time you wake up. Good morning, a new day is dawning, a new swag, a new bag is calling. Stop soaring, my flips are foreign, life is good. Good morning, a new day is dawning. Wake up, get up. Good morning, stop soaring, my flips are foreign, life is good. Good morning, it's time to rise and shine, and I'ma go get her. With every new sunrise, I'ma do better. We gon' see hard times, but giving up never. We're gonna be alright, no matter the weather. And don't let it trouble you, just live your life. And know that come one night, we're gonna stand there.
All right, let me hit stop. We got all the entries in here.
Good morning, a new day is dawning, a new swag, a new bag is calling. Stop soaring, my lips are foreign.
And we have Rod Nichols, closest without going over, 443. 443. I am not chopped liver card hobbyist. Although I was that one time in your stream, man. You overlooked me like a son of a bitch. 443. 443. Sports Kid says Tom T. Dear Man says Mason. Who's got it? Who's got it? Little help here. Wento says Mason. Sports Kid says Mason. Boyd says Mason. Tom T was one over. Okay. It's closest without going over. Mason Sports Talk. Killing it today. 4. Count them. 4 wins for Mason. 4 cards coming out to you next week, as long as the U.S. Postal Service is running, Mason. Good job out of you, Mason. Good job, Mason. 4 winners this morning. All right, great job. Everyone who is here for trivia, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to stick around for a little while, keep you somewhat entertained, maybe definitely do some sports auctions. I can do cheap stuff, I can do more expensive stuff, but that's going to do it for trivia this morning. I appreciate everyone who stopped by for that. I was going to start a new stream, but I already did that once, so I'm just going to keep going on from here. And that's going to do it. So if you were here just for the trivia, I appreciate it. And I will see you back in 2 Sundays from now. Have a great couple of weeks. Stay safe from the virus. Wash your hands, all that good stuff. And stay tuned. In just a couple minutes, I'm going to get started with the Jeff Airtime first ever card auction. Jeff Airtime is not canceled. Jeff Airtime has no sports to watch later today, so we're going to give it. Sell. If they go for cheap, they go for cheap. If they go for a little more, they go for more. Whatever is what it is. You want high dollar cards? I can do high dollar cards. We'll probably keep it relatively cheap. Joe Spice. I don't think that was your first win, Joe Spice. I don't think it was. All right, so for anyone here sticking around for the sports card auction, is there any teams, players, era of cards that you'd be interested I can throw up? I know I had some interest on the Gary Sanchez. First off, this is a Gary Sanchez. This is brand new out of 2020 Topps. It's a relic card with the pins. Gary Sanchez is not serial numbered. Number MLMGSA, but it does have the pinstripe to the uniform. All auctions, as you see up there, $15 or less. I will, if that's what your total order is, I'll send them out free of charge with no shipping expense. I'll put them out in a top loader PWA, and you'll get them. 99.9% of the time, it gets out to you just fine. Any orders of more than $15 or more, or $20 or more, I don't know why I wrote whatever, somewhere in there. More expensive orders, I'll send out in bubble mailer. And my email address is linked below. Also, it's right up there. That's where the PayPal payment will go to. Yeah, Mason Sports Talk. March Madness really has just everybody very upset. Something I look forward to most every season. And I think there's a lot of consensus that maybe they should just put the brackets and just have the teams out there just for the brackets, but not play the games. I don't know. All right, baseball card collector. Appreciate you joining today. All right, so anyway, let me get these other ones out the way here so as not to confuse anyone. All right, so the first card auction, Gary Sanchez 2020 Topps Relic with the stripe, with the pinstripe. We're going to start it off at $2. $2. Anyone who wants to start the auction off at $2 for Gary Sanchez. I said I probably won't go for too long. I don't think my voice can hold out for too long, but I'll go as long as I can hold off. Going to start Gary Sanchez off at $2. If we have any takers, baseball card collector was in, but he's leaving. Again, if there's any other teams like me to pull out, no problem, Void, no problem at all. If there are any other teams or years of cards or autos or relics you want me to pull out, I can do that as well. If not, we can get out of here. That's not a problem either. The wife has some stuff on DVR to watch, so you can always find something to watch without the sports cards. I know I didn't promote this or advertise this, so we might not have any. And he says, I never pull out. Elon, thanks for stopping in here, man. So, all right, no takers on the Gary Sanchez pinstripe card, all right? Alex Bregman. Is he a cheater? Maybe. Hometown Heroes Panini 2019 dual patch. Hometown Heroes Panini Bregman. Hometown Heroes dual patch. We'll start that off at $1. $1 on the Alex Bregman dual patch. Hometown Heroes. Is there any Astro fans still left out there? Yeah, Eloy burned all his Astros cards. I think a lot of people feel like that. Boy, if you're Yu Darvish or Clayton Kershaw, you really got to be fuming. I mean, they've said all the right things, but wow. I mean, it's their own union members, so I know they really can't, really say what's on their mind, but it's a tough situation they're in because I know they'd be slamming their own union members that's actually defending them. But I think the penalties were not stiff enough. I know they Manfred did what he did just to get all the information out there, but I think they went way too lenient on them. Kyle Tucker and Jordan. Definitely have some Kyle Tucker and Jordan. don't. Yeah, I know. I did not have any Kyle Tucker or Jordans down here. I didn't even pull, as I wasn't really going to do the auction. It was kind of a last minute thing. I didn't have any even pulled down here, Spidey. Sucks. I hate the fact that he may have cheated in 2018. I didn't even want Cora in Boston. I know that is a great point, Radar. A lot of people feel that way. Now, Cora, I don't think is going to really get back into management. He's really has a stigma about him now. Although I think Astros come out smelling a little bit cleaner on this than Cora, because Cora and Beltran were supposedly the masterminds behind the whole Astros scandal. So I don't know. Take that for what it is. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here with the auctions. I didn't advertise it. Next time I'll do some advertisement and get some people in here. I was just going to extend it because we don't have any sports to watch today. But I will definitely bring back a lot of great cards for next time I do an auction. It'll be a nighttime where I can get more people in here. But I appreciate everyone joining me. And again, I'll see you in 2 weeks for Sunday morning trivia. As always, have a great day. Thanks for being here, and I will see you all next time.